It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A man who missed all of 2021. This is J.K. Dobbins. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
In motion left is Wilson. They go play action here on first down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Willis. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
How about that? Well, the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And only a couple there as they'll take this up to the 47. This defense for the Dolphins, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Play fake. Here's Willis. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Willis now off of play action. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Again, Willis to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. Here's Wilson to throw. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's It's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 1st and goal at the 1. Dobbins is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. Touchdown! Austin Hooper, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here, maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery, a new city, maybe different motivation, but they believe they've got a good one.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Malik Willis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Throwing is Wilson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Let's go now.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. He'll get it inside the 20, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. This is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Noah Fant as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Willis will look to throw it. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Right back to the air again with Willis. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 3rd down, here's Camara. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Willis's throw there complete to Hamler. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Camara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Camara trying to run for it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Willis out of the gun. Steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
That's a good decision there. He was looking, and he was looking, but the coverage was excellent. Nice job to get rid of it and try and find something better on 3rd and goal. He didn't let that clock accelerate and force him into an error.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it.
Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. He goes 95 yards to the house on the kick return. And the Bills are back within a score. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Let's go now.
Willis. He's got a man, complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play. Play action, Willis. This is the tight end fan. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A 10th carry for Kamara. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 12, operating from the 39. Second down throw coming by Willis. That pass complete to Moore. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
And this one is right down the middle. That also a career-long kick for the veteran Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Steps away and finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
I don't think there's any great secret or mystery here. We're in the 4th quarter. You've got to take that shot, especially since you're down on the scoreboard. But I have to understand what was going on defensively. They've got to know that as well, don't they?
Absolutely, but they looked lost defensively, and they took that shot, got in the end zone, now in position here to take the lead. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. They go play action with Willis. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So 2nd down. Still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Again to throw. Willis on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. Right back to the air with Willis. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long. And that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 19. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. K.J. Hamler from 19 yards away. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And my goodness, another interception. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second down, here's an option right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And his kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they'll say, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Here's Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson, finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stopped.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And here's Kamara on the read option. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On third and short, to give to the tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here.
Here we go, here we go.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Miami, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they too will exit with a 2-1 record.